Conference report. If I understand your video, you're saying that there can't be moral imperatives that objectively only apply to human beings because there are really no valid distinctions between human beings and other life forms. You cite the fact that human beings share a preponderance of similar DNA with other organic life forms. I guess the chimpanzee is the closest relative as an example. But I still must question, you really think there's no real valid distinction between human beings and other life forms? There's no, for example, valid species distinction between them? Well, if there's not, then how is it the case that human beings can't breed with other species and produce progeny? It seems to me, as I recall, that the way species are defined has a lot to do with their ability to interbreed and produce fertile offspring of both genders. Now, if that's the definition of species, then it seems to apply to human beings. How is that not an objective distinction? And it seems to me, therefore, that when people talk about, for example, the felt imperative to reduce suffering, they mean only reducing the suffering of their own species, members of their own species. And that felt imperative rests upon a real distinction, a real objective species distinction. So I guess I'm not really following you here. Maybe you can elaborate. Because if there is a real valid distinction, an objective distinction between the human species and other species, why wouldn't it be the case that our felt imperatives, possibly even universal imperatives, only apply to us and need only apply to us?